What's up, my brothers? So in this video, I want to talk about this Jordan Peterson quitting Twitter over people harassing him over his views of plus-size models. Apparently, he said bye for now as he quit Twitter because he posted some thoughts about a plus-size model on a Sports Illustrated cover, which is not new. We've seen Tess Holliday on the cover of Cosmopolitan, and she is I wouldn't even define her as a plus size. She's like plus size and covered in tattoos. And she was defined as beautiful. I'm not sure what her weight was, but that was a few years ago. So this is not a new phenomenon, putting like unconventional women on the covers of generally conventional like beauty magazines, swimsuit issues, stuff like that. They've been pandering. Some people say that this is a psyop. You know, they've been pandering to this demographic for a while because it's a growing demographic and they want to sell them stuff, if we're being honest, right? Like, how are you going to sell bathing suits to women if the vast majority of the population isn't able to fit in said bathing suit shown in the photographs? Like, I remember, back in the day when I was a kid, you'd see a Sports Illustrated magazine show up as a teenager, and that was like Boner City, right? Now today it's like, you look at the covers, and I don't even know what's on the inside, but I'm not even inspired to order, buy, or pick one up and even look at the inside. But they've changed now, and they've got these, they've basically got the situations now where, well, here, I'll show you what the photograph looks like. That's her right there. I don't know if, let me just try to tilt it so the light doesn't pick it up too badly, but some woman named Yumi Nu, who is, she's got a pretty face. She's just not fit. And Jordan Peterson said, sorry, not beautiful. No amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. And the woke mob came after him, and he got very upset and quit Twitter. So let's just go and see what he said over here. In these quotes, he said, the endless flood of vicious insults is not really something that can be experienced anywhere else, Peterson wrote. I'd like to follow the people I know, but I think the incentive structure of the platform makes it intrinsically and dangerously insane. Now, how do I put this? I want to like Jordan Peterson more than I like him. I think he's a decent guy and he's doing the right thing. He's trying to improve the world, and I think for the most part, he certainly helps guys more than he hurts them, for sure. There's some questionable stuff, though. I mean, I've seen him cry often, not often, but enough that I would almost call it often during interviews. He's had some bizarre things going on in his personal life. His daughter lives a very questionable life today. And, he's supposed to be the authority on, sitting up straight and cleaning your room and washing your dick and all that sort of stuff, the 12 rules. But he can't take people being mean to him. The endless flood of vicious insults is something, okay? You continue to follow up. So, I told my staff to change my password to keep me from temptation, and am departing once again. So he's not using Twitter anymore, but his staff is apparently going to continue to post for him. And he's asked him to change the password, not give it to him, it seems. If I have something to say, I'll write it in an article or make a video. If the issue is not important enough to justify that, then perhaps it would be just best to let it be, he's basically saying. And he goes on to say, and I plan to write an article on the technical reasons that Twitter is maddening us all very soon. Bye for now. So he left Twitter because people pushed back on his opinion about a traditionally unattractive woman being on the front cover of a bathing suit magazine. If you go and click on all the responses that he got on that, and here, let me just hit it over here to see what that's at right now, because he didn't change anything. 62,000 likes, 4,900 retweets, 10,000 quote retweets, and for some reason it doesn't count the @ comments, but yeah, he got slammed by the woke mob, the pronoun crowd, the ABC, the alphabet people. They basically dug up photographs. Here's one. Sorry, not beautiful. No amount of authoritarian change. And then they found a photograph of him basically looking like The Walking Dead. He basically looks like a zombie there. So he's been called out. Now, I have a general policy. Like I have haters. I got a lot of haters, actually. And I don't want to compare mine to his and say mine are worse or yours are worse or anything like that. But I'm not seeing a lot on here that is that mean. It's just, it's just typical Twitter stuff. It's stupid stuff. I think the best policy I adopted from Joe Rogan was post and ghost, meaning make your post and then ghost, and then that's it. Don't engage the at replies or anything like that. Same thing with YouTube. I followed that policy on YouTube for quite a while now, and I don't have. I mean, one, I don't have time for comments, and two, they don't really offer much in the way of use to me, if I'm being honest. It's just not a good use of time. There's a lot of negativity, generally speaking, on the internet, because everybody can be anonymous. They can hide behind a keyboard and type away whatever is going on in the world and projecting it out. But the truth of the matter is hate only ever comes from beneath you. It never comes from above. Nobody that's doing better than you will ever come at you with hate. They just don't. It just doesn't happen. So by definition, by default, any hate that you receive is from somebody beneath you trying to drag you down to their level. It's something you just got to accept when you create content on the interweb today, whether it's blog, video, or microblogging like Twitter. You're going to get negative feedback. You're going to get backlash. I've done tweets in the past that went completely viral, actually beyond this even, and were picked up by news outlets around the world. There was one I did, I can't remember the exact lines that I used, but it was something like, ladies, here's how you keep a guy in 5 simple steps. And it would say something like, be fit, be attractive, know how to cook, know how to please in the bedroom, and don't irritate him. Just like standard stuff, sort of thing. And I don't design it to trigger anybody, but it's something that your great-great-great-grandmother would have easily told your great-great-grandmother, or even back, like a few generations ago, and it would have been accepted, right? Like when your husband comes home, make sure the house is tidy, the kids are not, destroying the place, and there's something to eat, sort of thing. If he's, been working all day trying to bring home the bacon, sort of thing. And it's not like, it's anything that's offside, but the problem is today is that the woke mob, the alphabet crowd, the big left-leaning sort of folks, they've been told that you can't do anything for the express pleasure of a man, right? So one of the things that would be for the express pleasure of a man would be to eat healthy, work out, and look feminine and, traditional in a bathing suit. And can't do that anymore. So him implying that that is not beautiful, which is not. I totally agree with him. I'm not attracted to obese, morbidly obese, or anything like that. Not even close to it. I'm generally not even a fan of even like thick chicks to some degree. But for me, I like fit curves. That's just my style. But like for that opinion to be offered and for it to scare him off the internet, it's like, dude, like a few people said this to me. It's like, why is he being such a little bitch? And I'm not saying he is or he isn't. Those are the words of some of the people that commented when I made some remarks about it earlier on in a Twitter space. And they're really not wrong, right? You want to win, you ignore the woke mob. I mean, it's as simple as that. You don't engage them. They're like pigs. They want you to get in the mud and roll around with them. That's when they're happy, right? If you ignore them, if you don't fuel them, if you don't give them oxygen, then you're better off. So my advice here, Mr. Peterson, would be adopt a 13th rule. I'll give it away for free. Have a backbone. Okay? Like water off a duck's back. My old man, when I was a kid, I used to get picked on, for my scars, because I've got 3rd-degree burns on my arms, my chest, and stuff like that. And my old man used to say, Richard, like water off a duck's back. And it's just an old English term. It rains there a lot. You go down to the river walk, there's ducks everywhere waddling around. They're happy as shit with just rain coming off their back, sort of thing. And that's all that means. You don't engage in the woke mob. You don't fuel it. You don't give it any oxygen. You don't play their game. But I'm a little surprised that he quit. Is he fat phobic? I don't think so. There's people claiming in the news media today that he's fat phobic. I don't believe so at all. He just expressed an opinion and a view that he wanted to share. Didn't find something attractive and said, no amount of authoritarian, pushing this on me is going to change that. And because of all the backlash, he had to quit Twitter. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah, bit of a surprise. Expect a little bit more from Mr. 12 Rules, and be a man and stand up straight and clean your room, wash your dick, and all that sort of stuff. He offers a lot of good advice to men, but I think quitting, in my opinion, is not really setting the bar very high for guys. He's often criticized a lot of men for quitting too early and not doing the work and not putting in the repetitions. And he's not wrong. I'm the exact same way. Like, you guys have heard me, if you followed me for a while, do the work, do the damn work, stop fucking complaining. You're fat, lose the weight, eat properly, pick up weights. You're broke, go make more money. You don't have an interesting lifestyle, you're not captivating, do something with yourself, right? I beat on it, but some people don't like to hear it. But I don't know. Surprise, surprise, Jordan Peterson's off Twitter. So there you have it. Anyway, I don't think the guy's fat phobic or anything like that. I just thought that I would offer some commentary on it because I've seen it before, and I've dealt with the woke mob many, many times. And I honestly, guys, when you use social media today and you put yourself out there, post and ghost is the best policy. That's it. When you're a smaller account, when you're a smaller creator, you're going to want to engage, but at some point you're going to realize that there's going to be a lot of negativity, there's going to be a lot of haters, there's going to be a lot of people out there that really have nothing better to do with their time, because they're losers, generally speaking, to try to find ways to get under your skin. And he lost this one. He let them get under his skin and prove that he's not as Mr. 12 Rules as you think he is. But anyway, that's my take on it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment below. Thumbs up on the video. There's some pinned stuff in the top comment if you want to engage in my community, grab my book or any of those things. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.